Hey guys. Oh, she's so cute. When I talked on camera, she's tilting her head. Oh, Bambi, you are so cute. So today I thought it would be fun to do the about me tag just so you guys could get to know me a little bit. Basically all of my videos are about makeup and beauty products, so I don't really get to share a lot about myself. I think it might be fun for me to kind of tell you guys a little bit about myself so that you get to know me a little bit better, just so you can feel like you have more in common with me. I don't know. I like watching other people's videos on YouTube where they do the about me tag because then I get to know them more, like more about their personality and who they are, rather than just what makeup and beauty products or whatever their channel is about, whatever they like. I know this tag is pretty old. It's been around for a long time, but since I'm new on YouTube, I thought it would be kind of a good idea to do this just so that you guys could maybe get to know me a little bit better. So if you would like to see me answer the questions for the about me tag, then just keep on watching. So I have a list of questions on my phone. I found them from a website called YouTube Society. It's youtubesociety.com. I will link it in my description box, but they basically had a list of questions for the about me tag for YouTubers. And I was also looking at some other YouTubers, what questions they answered on their about me tag, and I looked at KathleenLights and I added a couple of hers that were not in the list from that website. Basically I have 30 questions to answer about myself, so I guess I'll just get started. So number one is, do you have a middle name? Yes, I have a middle name. My middle name is Michelle. Okay, number two, what is your favorite color? Okay, basically my favorite color just in general is pink, but when it comes to like decor and stuff, I really like rose gold and those types of colors. I don't know, but I guess my favorite color is pink. It says, who was your first best friend? Well, my first best friend is my sister because she's obviously my best friend. We've grown up together. Yeah, she's my best friend. Question number four is, how tall are you? I am about 5'8". Sometimes when I measure myself, I'm like 5'7" and a half or 5'7" and 3/4, but on my license, I think it says 5'8", and usually when I get measured like at the doctor, they say I'm 5'8", so yeah, I guess I'm kind of tall for a girl, but I don't mind being tall. I used to be like, oh, I wish I was shorter because, I don't know. I used to kind of wish I wasn't as tall because I feel like it's kind of hard to find clothes sometimes when you're tall, because like with pants, they might not be long enough, or shorts, they look super short, or dresses that look way too short on you. But now I don't really care. It's nice to be tall. I could reach things easily, and I don't know. I don't care. I'm fine with my height. Number five, what do you prefer, cats or dogs? I definitely prefer dogs. I have my little cutie little puppy right over there. She's on the bed and she's so cute. Yeah, I definitely prefer dogs. It's funny because I used to like cats better than dogs when I was growing up for some reason. I don't know why, I just had a better like connection with cats. And even growing up, my family had a dog and she's a really nice dog, but for some reason I just really liked cats. And a couple of years ago, my boyfriend's family got a pug. Ever since then, I've just fell in love with dogs. And then that led me to get my own little puppy. And she's a pug as well. Huh, Bambi? Are you a pug? Yeah? He's so cute. I love dogs. I love little puppies. They're just so sweet. I love their personality. They're just so loving and they make you just feel so much better anytime you're stressed or worried or anxious or just having a bad day. They just instantly make you feel better. Just playing with them and seeing how cute they are and how much love they give you. Yeah, you're so cute. How much love they give you no matter what, even if they do something wrong and they get in trouble, like they go potty on the floor, even if they get yelled at because they do something wrong, a few minutes later they're so happy again and they're just always so loving. And I just love dogs. They're just so sweet. They're so loyal and I just love them. Especially pugs. Pugs are my favorite. Because my baby's a pug. Yes, she is. Okay, so question number 6. Have you been out of the country? Yes, I've been out of the country once in my life. I went to Mexico. I drove like across the border to Mexico when I was younger, but that's the only time I've ever been out of the country. I've never been on a plane to go anywhere else out of the country. Like I've never been to Europe, Asia, anywhere else. I would really like to travel to like France and England and Croatia and Hungary, Germany. Number 7 is, have you gone to college? Yes, I went to college. I graduated in 2013 and I majored in human biology. I have my bachelor's degree. Yeah, I love school. I'm a big like science nerd. Number 8, favorite subject in school. My favorite subject in school was definitely biology. I've always liked biology, especially physiology. when I was in college, I don't know why, I just love physiology. After I took my first class of physiology in college, I like fell in love with it. I thought it was so interesting, and it was so fun to study for some reason. I don't know. In high school, I took like biology, then AP biology, then AP environmental science because there was no more biology to take, and I liked biology. So that's why I majored in it in college, because I really was interested in it. And then when I was in college and I took physiology, I just fell in love with that subject. It was my favorite by far. I think it's so interesting to learn how your body works, like to not just learn the structures, but to learn what the function is. There's certain things in science or any subject that they're kind of tedious to learn. It's like just memorizing or whatever, but if you're really interested in it, it makes it fun to study it. So that's how I felt with physiology. Number 9 says, what is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is coffee. I love coffee. I'm like a coffeeholic. I drink coffee every day, but I don't drink too much. I usually drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Once in a while, I'll drink 2 cups of coffee a day. And I just drink my coffee with milk or cream. No sugar. I don't like it when it's sweet. If it wasn't coffee though, I would say juice. Real fruit juices. I love juice. Number 10 is, what is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is definitely a dog. Because they're so cute. Yes, they are. They're the best little animals ever. I love doggies, they're the best. Number 11 is, what is your favorite perfume? My favorite perfume is this little one. This isn't the full size, this is just a little like deluxe size. It's the Stella McCartney Pop perfume. It's hard to describe what this smells like. I talked about this in my March favorites video, so you're probably like, if you saw it, you're like, okay, we get it. This is your favorite. But no, this is my favorite. I really like blah, 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 blah. This is my favorite. I really like it. It smells so good. Like, it just makes you smell good without being like really nasty, like overpowering or anything like that. My favorite scent that is not expensive is this one from Bath & Body Works. It's the Sea Island Cotton fragrance. It smells so good. If you've never smelled this, you should go to Bath & Body Works and smell this, because I'm not someone that really likes a lot of the fragrances from Bath & Body Works because a lot of them are too strong for me. Like, they kind of give me a headache. But this one smells so good. I actually discovered this because my boyfriend's little sister was wearing this like every day. And finally I asked her if she wears perfume because I was like, you smell really good. And she was like, yeah, I use this one from Bath & Body Works because her sister got it for her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that. It smells so good. It just smells really like fresh and clean. And let me spray it. It smells so good. It smells so good. I love it. And this is really cheap. I think this is only $6. This is like their travel size. It's only $6. And you know how Bath & Body Works is always having sales. So it's like a really affordable way to get a fragrance if you don't want to spend like $50, $80 on perfume at Ulta or Sephora. Yeah. Question 13, what would you name your children? So I don't have any children now, but in the future when I have kids, for girls I like the names Sophia and Isabella and Madeline and Emily or Emma. Those are the only names I can think of right now, but those are probably my favorites for girls. And then, I don't know, for boys' names, I don't really think about boys' names as much. I don't know why. I'm not sure what I would name if I had a boy. Number 14, do you play any sports or did you play any sports? I don't play any sports now, and when I was growing up, like through elementary school, middle school, and high school, I played some sports, like just kind of to get the experience, but I wasn't really on a team or anything. I did some day camps over the summer at the YMCA when I was younger, where you do different sports, like for a couple weeks, like soccer or ice skating and stuff like that. So I have played sports like that, but not like I wasn't on a team or anything. And I'm not very athletic. I like being active, but I'm not athletic. Question 15. What is your favorite book? So right now my favorite book or book series is the Game of Thrones series or the A Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. I love those books. They're so good. I started reading them after I watched all of the seasons of Game of Thrones last year. I was late to start watching Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it till 2016, and I went through all the seasons. Like, I binge watched. And then after that I wanted to read the books. I really like reading, especially like fantasy or like fiction type books. I bought the whole series on my phone, so I read it on the Google Books app, and I think I'm halfway through the entire series. I don't remember what book that is. I think it's the 3rd book. If you like fantasy books and if you've seen Game of Thrones, you should definitely read Game of Thrones, the books. They're really good. They're just so suspenseful. Like, you want to know what's going to happen next. And the way that it's written is different than a lot of other books that I've read. Each chapter is from the point of view of a different character. You really learn more about the character, so you really feel more connected to the character. And compared to like other books where it's only from one character's point of view, so you don't really see all the sides, you only see it from their perspective. So I think it's really interesting, and it like switches it up so that you're always like wanting to know what's going to happen, because something will happen to one character and then that chapter ends, and then the next chapter is a different character that's in a different land, so you don't know what's going to happen to that character until you get to their chapter again, which you don't even know when it's going to be, because it'll be like one character, then another character, then another character, another character, and then finally it'll be that other character that was the one over here again, if that makes sense. It'll be continuing off, so you're constantly having to like juggle all these different storylines, but it's really interesting. Just trust me, it's really good. Before I got into Game of Thrones, my favorite book series was Harry Potter. I read them all when they came out when I was growing up. I think the first one came out when I was in 2nd grade, and I couldn't read it then because I was too young. I like didn't know how to read it. I mean, I knew how to read because you learn in school, but I didn't understand what was going on because it was too complex for a 2nd grader to understand, I guess. But my teacher read it to us in 2nd grade. When I got older, like I think when I was in like 4th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that, I started reading the books. So I read them like as they would come out. And then last year I wanted to reread them all, so I read them all on my phone, like start to finish, from book 1 to book 7. And it was really fun to read them because after watching all of the movies and then going back to read the books again, you see all these little details that aren't in the movies that you kind of learn more about certain things that happen and about the characters and stuff. I don't really know very many like unique books that aren't well known. I'm not good at finding books that aren't already like a bestseller because I don't know what it is. I don't know how people find really good books without it being like a really big like hyped up book. But if you know any good books, you could like let me know in the comments, because I really like to read, but I never know what books to choose. Oh, but another book that I'm reading right now is The Light Between Oceans, which is based off that movie that just came out. I watched the movie and I really liked it, so then I wanted to read the book. And then I'm also reading, what's it called? So it's called The Zookeeper's Wife. That's another book I'm currently reading. That's also based off a movie, or no, the movie is based off the book. I think, what's her name? Jessica Chastain, I think, is gonna be in that movie, or she's in that movie. It's not out yet though. I saw a trailer for it. Sorry, I was supposed to say what my favorite book is, but I kind of just told you what I'm reading now. So number 16 says, who are your favorite YouTubers? So I have a few favorites. I watched a lot of people on YouTube. I really watch a lot of YouTube. That was such a weird laugh. So my favorites are, they're basically all beauty YouTubers or beauty vloggers, but KathleenLights, Nicole Guerrero, Carly Bybel, What Would Lizzie Do, Serene Wu. I think those are probably my favorite 5. The first person I ever started watching on YouTube was Nicole Guerrero. So that's kind of where I learned to do makeup. I also watched Carly Bybel. I think I found her channel after I was watching Nicole Guerrero, and I really liked hers too. And then I started watching KathleenLights. I really liked her style of makeup and her personality. I just felt like I had a connection with her because, I don't know, just when she would answer questions and stuff, I just thought she was really genuine and stuff like that, and she seems like a really nice person. And then I love What Would Lizzie Do. She's really funny. She has a really nice personality. She seems like a really nice person. Serene Wu, I like her. She also seems like a very nice person, and I like her videos. They're very like detailed, and she puts a lot of work into her videos, you could tell. I could tell that they all put a lot of work into their videos, but she does video like 4 times a week. That's a lot of work. 4 or 5, I don't know. No, wait, Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. I think she does it 4 or 5, I can't remember. I know I'm leaving other people out, but I watch a lot of other people, but those are probably my top 5. So question 17 is, what is your favorite movie? So my favorite movie would probably be the Harry Potter series movies, just because I could watch those like 100 times. I would never get sick of them. I bought all of them on Google Play, so I could watch them on like online on my computer, or I could cast it on my TV. I don't know, those movies are just like classics for me. I could always watch them and I never get sick of them or bored with them, and it'll just make me think of my childhood growing up and getting excited to watch all of those movies when the premieres would, like when they would come out, and then they would have the midnight premiere at the theater, and we would go with like I would go with my family and friends. So number 18 is, are you single or taken? I am taken. I have a boyfriend and we've been together for 6 years. It'll be 7 in July. And we met in high school, but we didn't date till after we graduated high school. And we've been together through college and we're still together right now. And then number 19 says, how many boyfriends have you had? I've only had one boyfriend. My current boyfriend is my first and only boyfriend I've ever had. I wasn't someone, when I was like in high school, I was really shy and like introverted, so I don't know. I didn't really talk to guys that much. I only talked to the guys that were my friends, so if I liked a guy, I didn't really talk to him until I got more serious with my boyfriend, who I started out being friends with. Yeah, I was just a really quiet, shy person in high school, so I wasn't focused on dating. Question 20 is, do you speak any other languages? So I only speak English fluently. When I was in high school and college, I took French, so I'm proficient in French based off of college. Like when I went to college, one of the general education requirements is you have to be proficient in a language. So you have to either take a language from the start to the finish, or you could test into a language if you already have taken some or you already know some. And then you have to be proficient, which means you go through like the 4th quarter of that class. So where I went to school, they had A, B, C, and D for French. So I tested into C, and then I took C and D. So technically I'm proficient in French, but I don't really use it since I live in California and I don't have any friends or family that speak French, other than the friends from school that took French, but they don't like speak French as their like native language, so I don't get to practice it, so I forgot a lot. Number 21 is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 4 siblings. I'm the oldest out of all of us, so there's 5 kids in my family. Basically, my sister is 2 years younger than me, and then my other siblings are way younger. I'm 11 years older, or I'm 10 years older, almost 11 years older than my next sister, and then the next one I'm almost 13 years older, and then I'm almost 16 years older than my brother, who's the youngest, if that makes sense. So it's me, then my sister's sister, and then my brother. So yeah, I got a big family, but I love my siblings. I love having a big family, even though you fight and stuff with your siblings. I can't imagine not having siblings. I can't imagine being an only child. I would be so like lonely and bored. Number 22 is, what is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant, I don't know. Well, if it's like a chain restaurant, like one that they have all across the country for the US, it's probably Outback Steakhouse, because I really like steak, and the blooming onion. I really like the blooming onion they have there. And I love the sweet potato, baked sweet potato, or the baked potato. Okay, so question 23 is, what is your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. I'm like obsessed. I don't know why, I just love it. I try to get my friends and my family to watch it because I want them to understand my obsession, but they don't watch it, and I keep trying to get them to watch it. Some people in my family watch it, and my boyfriend watches it, and some of my friends watch it, but not everyone does, and I want the other people to watch it so I could like talk about it with them. I really like Daenerys and Jon Snow and Tyrion. Those are probably my favorite 3. And I like Sansa and Arya. I used to not like Sansa at the beginning because I thought she was kind of annoying, but now I like her. I can't wait till the next season comes back this summer. Question 24 is, Mac or PC? Mac. I have a Mac. I had a PC before and I didn't like it compared to Mac. Mac's way better. And then 25 is, what kind of phone do you have? I have an iPhone 6. I have an iPhone 6, just the regular iPhone 6. And then number 26 is, do you have any bad habits? Probably, yeah, of course I have bad habits. I think everyone has bad habits, but the one I could think of that's like the one that pops in my head is picking my nails. I don't bite them. Like when I was younger, I would bite them, which is nasty, but I don't bite them anymore. I do like pick at them, and when I'm nervous, it's like my nervous habit, so I go like this with them. I have fake nails on right now. They're like acrylic that I did, so I can't pick at them. That's why I put them on, so that I can't pick at them, so that they'll actually grow. But I'm trying not to do that because I want to have long natural nails. Number 27 is, what is your favorite song? This is really hard because I don't think I have a favorite song. My favorite like artists, I really like Lana Del Rey and The Weeknd. Oh, I like the Chainsmokers. I really like the Chainsmokers. And I really like Halsey. Yeah, those are just ones that pop into my head. Number 28, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. After Thanksgiving, when it's almost Christmas, I get so excited because the time of year just makes me so happy. All the love and family and giving that happens during Christmas, it just brings so much like joy to my life. And I don't know, just like such a warm and loving time of the year. Of course, the religious aspect of Christmas is really important to me. Number 29 is, what is your favorite store? If it's just like a store to go like basic shopping, not like for clothes and stuff. Well, I mean, I guess I could get clothes there. I do get clothes there sometimes, but my favorite store just to get the essentials is Target, because I love Target. They have like everything there, and it's so nice and clean and organized and like bright in there. It's not like depressing. Like I feel like I could stay in Target for like hours. As far as like clothing stores go, I like Forever 21 a lot. Most of my clothes is from Forever 21 and Nordstrom. And then I also like Urban Outfitters. For our makeup, of course, Sephora and Ulta. Number 30 is the last question, and it's, did you like school? Yes, I loved school. I've always really cared about learning and my grades. I always wanted to get straight A's, and I worked really hard in school. And I always wanted to take like the more challenging classes. That was just like who I was. I was into academics and stuff. It just makes you feel like you did a good job and you accomplished something when you do well in a class or do well on a test or whatever, something like that. So yeah, I liked school. I really liked learning and making friends and stuff. When I was in high school, when I look back like on high school, I don't like some of the social parts because I was so quiet and shy and introverted that I was like afraid to talk to a lot of people in high school. So that kind of like hindered me, I think, because I just was like afraid. I was so afraid of what people would think, like of people judging me all the time. And I wish I could go back and tell myself, like, who cares? Because now I don't care what people think. I mean, of course I still care what people think. Like, I think everyone cares what people think on some level, but compared to how I felt when I was younger, it's not even, it's just like, just live your life, like do what makes you happy and say, you know, what you want to say. You don't have to be afraid to talk to people and afraid what they're going to say and them judging you and stuff. But I think like when I went to college and after college and everything, I like kind of grew a lot. Like I changed as a person. I like learned how to like be more comfortable and talk to people more and just be myself and not worry so much what people think. So yeah, I always have liked school, but there are parts of my like high school journey that I wish I could change, but who cares at this point, you know? Who cares? So that finishes the About Me tag. I hope that this video was entertaining. I hope it wasn't too boring. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about myself so you could get to know me more personally, so that we could be like more like friends on YouTube, because I like watching other people's videos to learn more about them. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!